Hello and welcome to Conrad Seidel's Fruit of the Week. The fruit of the week is the passion fruit. It's a very intense aroma. Some sourness to it. Sorry, stop it here. It's not Conrad Seidel's Fruit of the Week. It's Conrad Seidel's Beer of the Week. But I picked the passion fruit because you find a passion fruit aroma in that beer. There's hops that generate a lot of fruity aromas. It could be strawberries, passion fruit, kiwis, you name it. And these can be found in this beer. Brewdog is a small brewery in Scotland, and they sort of brought back the style of IPA to England, to the UK in fact. It was England that invented the style of IPA in the 19th century, and then the style was more or less forgotten for a long time, and American craft brewers rediscovered it, and American craft brewers made IPA sort of the signature beer for craft brewing. But there were not so many craft brewers in the UK until the brew punks of Brewdog decided that they would create their own American versions of Scottish beer or Scottish versions of American beer. And so they ended up with their flagship brand, Punk IPA. A Punk IPA, they name it on the glass. On the glass it reads, craft beer for the people. So they want to introduce craft beer to a consumer world that is quite conservative. On one hand, in Britain, you have lots of people who drink just lager beers. And on the other hand, you have those who follow campaign for real ale. Well, this is not what they consider a real ale because it's not hand pumped, it's not bottle conditioned. But it is a great beer. And now we're back to the passion fruit, because that's the aroma you get here. You also got lychees. And it has a wonderful bitterness. This is a real bitter beer. But the bitterness is balanced by some malty sweetness. So the fruitiness that you get is bitterness, it's sourness, and the malty balance behind it. And of course you would love to have all these fruit with that beer. But I consider it worthwhile just trying to have the Brewdog Punk IPA just as is. There's beer bars from Brewdog all over England. At this point of time, there's 2 or 3 in Scotland. They're having some in Scandinavia, and I'm waiting to see a Brewdog bar somewhere in the German-speaking world. And if we don't get it in the near future, we can always buy these beers in bottles and enjoy them. Enjoy them in very small sips. But every small sip is very, very enjoyable. Cheers. Do you hear the dogs barking? They are. It's great.